All right, my question of today is, do you think crypto will make you rich? Yes or no? Put it in the comment section down below and let's get on with the video. Starting it off, I took a good look at XRP to Bitcoin and I kind of noticed there's still a very good chance that we really hit the bottom here on the 6th of November like we all have been talking about. Now, it is kind of interesting though, because whenever I look at Bitcoin and the correlation and whatnot, it kind of seems like we're always wrong or we're always one step behind or something like that. But in the end, I think all is pretty damn clear if you take a good look at the bigger picture of things and understand that, well, yeah, stocks and Bitcoin in a lot of situations will act in a positive correlation to each other because, well, it also has to do with the general investment climate. Since these things are speculation and they thrive when technology thrives, a lot of tech companies also do well if they're involved with DLT or I guess are related to fintech and stuff like that. And since a lot of these crypto projects have something to do with that, I don't think it's really strange that they also prosper in the same times, at least sometimes. Think about it this way. Let's say the internet were to all of a sudden take a very big update, right? Internet would all of a sudden become, I don't know, twice as fast, universally, everywhere, all internet. Well, you can kind of consider every company that has to do with internet will kind of prosper from this, right? Because, well, it will be something very good to everybody's online, which is a lot of companies, but I'm going to say mostly the internet providers may do something very well because of this, or maybe the computer sellers, if you guys get me. However, those things that also pump up, I guess, stock prices are also something very positive for crypto, right? Because if that stuff does well, then crypto would do good as well. And it just got me thinking for a little bit that crypto, as of this point, is not just a hedge or something against inflation just quite yet. As well, there's a lot of reasons why you would go for both. And with gold, I guess there's a little bit less of that, as I don't know what innovation, except for mining, that could be beneficial to both, but in general, it is always going to be inverse because of kind of what we kind of decided upon a couple of decades ago, actually about 100 years ago already. Now, XRP to US dollar is still looking pretty damn juicy if you're asking me. On the daily here, it is looking pretty damn good, and I'm still thinking this zone is going to be an important point at 25.8. However, I don't think it will be that heavy to cross this one and also cross 26.5 if Bitcoin breaks through, which is definitely what I'm going to be waiting for. But guys, check out the Growth Masters Academy. A link is in the description down below. Make sure you quickly go ahead and do that. Then I have been checking Baba. Why? Because he's been posting a lot of interesting things, and keep your friends close, but your enemies even closer. And sometimes I do that, sometimes I decide to do that. He did post something rather interesting, which I also decided to share on Twitter. As you can see, I'm a I'm a copycat. It was actually kind of accidental, as I stumbled upon it when looking at Vorbs, but I guess you can kind of call it stealing then, maybe, to a certain degree. I have it open twice now. Well, the thing is, though, if we check back, he said XRP crash incoming, sold my XRP, that has since been deleted, apparently. XRP won't moon until November 2021, been deleted. Sold all my XRP buying Pokemon cards, has been deleted, I think. Every time I speak the truth, I lose followers. XRP will not moon in 2020. I've been warning y'all for y'all all year. Everything is connected to 13. The timeline ends when it begins. This one is still up. Okay, so that's basically, I don't know, maybe a diversion, maybe just to mess around with people or something like that. I don't really know exactly why I would go for such a strategy. But it is interesting that I had all this open, right? That you guys see it now, at least what it used to say. This one is still there. All the London is ready stuff is still on. It is just the selling part and this one. When you want to order... Okay, let's see. 13. I guess that one still stays. No, that's also gone. London is ready. That one is still there. I don't know why people go through this extent to make tweets to just delete them afterwards to make a joke or something like that. I don't really get it. Let's see. Is it now gone? All of it? No, it's still there. Okay. I guess if I just were to refresh, it would all be gone, right? But yeah, that's authority in the space or something like that. 20,000 followers. Whenever you post something, it gets a ton of likes, meaning a lot of guys within the community are following. Yet I personally don't respect this type of stuff. I just can't get into it. But yeah, maybe that's just me being an oldie. I don't know. Ripple is now the 4th most valuable VC-backed fintech unicorn in the world, according to CB Insights. Ripple has emerged as one of the largest fintech companies in the world, according to a recent report. The global market intelligence firm compiled data on the largest VC-backed fintech companies worth $1 billion or more, naming a total of 66 companies on the list. San Francisco-based Ripple, with its $10 billion valuation, is behind only San Francisco-based Stripe, Shanghai-based Lufux, and India-based Payment 197, which are valued at $36 billion, $39, and $16 billion respectively. Okay, there are 66 fintech unicorns valued at $248 billion. Coinbase at 8. Where is Ripple? Revolut, 5.5. That's also a lot. It is a North American company, so I just have to find it within the list, I guess. Here we go. 10 billion is what they value Ripple at. Okay, that's interesting. Why? Well, we kind of established the $10 billion valuation a little while ago, so it's interesting to see that it hasn't gone up or down, as there were some speculational pieces saying it needed to go down. There were a couple other speculational pieces saying it needed to go up, but still it is exactly where it was before. So which ones are on top? Shanghai-based Lufux. Is this Lufux then? This one is 40 billion, so that must be that one. We got one here at 10 billion, Nubank in Brazil. That is rather interesting. Yeah, that is very, very interesting if you're asking me, guys, to see this list here. See, they're not really far behind, though, if you take the bigger picture of it all. Yeah, I think that's also something to be proud of. Oh, let's see here. Liquid, 1 billion, 1 billion, 2 billion. Okay. Last year, Ripple raised a couple of dollars, a couple hundreds of million even, to be exact, but let's disregard that. Then, XRP Crypto Quebec. He's always here doing his best to share stuff. Pretty damn cool, if you ask me. He stopped sharing, I guess, 2 other guys. He always shares Bearable Bull as well there, but I guess he has decided to go only for Backup Bradley now. Maybe something has switched. I don't really know why. XRP is a currency. FinCEN clarified SEC cannot supersede FinCEN decision. So what I have to say about this, actually, if you were to once more ask, you guys don't really ask me. I just keep telling y'all, even though maybe you already know. I don't know. The thing I find really important about this and the situation is that I am personally quite convinced that XRP is a currency, yet, as I've also explained earlier in my breaking news video, which was definitely a important video to watch, pretty stupid to a certain degree, but pretty important to watch. They talked about the OCC trying to stop all this, and Peter Brandt saying it's a security and things like that, and everybody just trying to dispute the fact that this is going to get big. I told you guys as well, there's so much investment going around in Ripple right now. It's just very freaking difficult for them to be a fraud in that sense. It's going to be a multi-billion-dollar scam. We just established it's worth $10 billion. So, I mean, if we are falling for it, we're only in it for a couple, maybe 100, maybe a couple thousand, maybe a couple 100,000. I don't know how many you are. Bucks. There's guys that are in here for hundreds of millions that are betting on their success. I don't think you're going to really invest in a scam like that, right? I mean, because we're unknowing, but if you're, I guess, maybe a minority holder, but a big holder, I think you know the inner workings, and if you think it's a really big scam in that sense, you're going to maybe distance yourself, right? But I've never seen any holder actually decide to sell except for Jeb McCalla, but then he found it stellar, so he's still in the space as well, and I just can't really think of it that way. But again, maybe I'm just a lunatic for thinking. I don't know. Bitcoin and crypto brace for a European central bank bombshell. Bitcoin and crypto prices have soared over the last few weeks, pushed on by a raft of positive news and boosted by the US election. The Bitcoin price has also climbed after central banks around the world, including the US Federal Reserve last month, have signaled they are increasingly looking into digitalizing their currencies, potentially opening up the Bitcoin and crypto market to millions. Now, Bitcoin and crypto watchers are braced ahead of the European Central Bank's two-day annual forum, beginning today with ECB President Christine Lagarde, who last month said the ECB should be prepared to issue a digital euro, set to speak about the implications of fundamental global changes for central banks. Yeah, I think that's pretty interesting if you ask me. So, Baba says about the situation London is ready. What I'm thinking here is Europe is trying their best to get this done. They want it. They want it fast. And eventually there's going to be no stopping this. So be prepared, all right? What I can say about this is be prepared for it. It is going to be big. They're going to be coming in heavy and things are changing, all right? Especially since crypto is now getting to higher prices again. Retail guys are not really heavily into it yet, but it will happen once Bitcoin breaches a certain level or XRP does or Ethereum does. It doesn't really matter. The retail will know about it and things are going to go down. These governments are going to double down. Right now it's mediocre, but they're going to double down. Just wait for it. It's going to be big. But yeah, that was it for today. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. Make sure you press the like button and subscribe. And only 2 today. I know. Let's keep it cool. All right, no more videos today. Tomorrow, gonna go head in fresh with some crazy stuff. But thank you all for watching. Take care and have a very, very nice day.